In Jesus' mighty name we are prayed. Put your hands together if you know God will bless you tonight. That's if you know God will bless you. If you know God will bless you. Amen. Hallelujah. All right, so I'm going to be sharing tonight on personal branding. And I want to go a little deeper than what you have heard about personal branding. I have not come to give you all the corporate stuff, which I do, but because I'm in the church, I'm going to go a little deeper. Yesterday, I was privileged to train for a training academy called Multimix. And I took the session on entrepreneurship and personal branding. So I started with entrepreneurship because it's something they're familiar with. And then I warned them, I said, when we go to personal branding, I'm going to shatter your ceiling. And so they thought I was joking. When we got into personal branding, some of them who were using their laptops when I was talking about entrepreneurship closed their laptops because I shook their spirits. And that's what I'm going to do tonight. The words you're going to hear will not be, what is personal branding? Types of personal branding. I'm going to go into your spirit and tell you the image God intends for you to have. So, I've requested that they give me a board because I'm going to do some writings. I have a slide, but I don't know if they're going to show the slide. I don't know if it's going to be possible, but let me ask this question. When two people go for an interview, one person comes from the Lagos State University, and the other person comes from Covenant University. And they sit before the interviewer. Do they come with the same brand? Do they come with the same brand? This is in no way to demean any institution, but I want us to get a point. Do they come with the same brand? At the back of the interviewer's mind, he's thinking, this Covenant guy may have something, right? Because of the money they paid, the image of the school. They believe that for some reason, the one coming from Covenant will have more value than the one coming from Lasso. Because Lasso has been stricken and reading with all sorts of strikes, cultism. So, before coming for the interview, there was already something has gone ahead of them. What was that? I hope you can see those there. Something already went ahead of them to pave the way. Something already went ahead of them to clear the road. It was not prayer. It was not fasting. Something as simple as natural as a brand can either make you or mar you. Joseph in the prison had a very powerful brand. What was that? He was known to have the ability to interpret dreams, right? It was easy for someone to say, listen, I'm going to talk to Pharaoh about you. And when they spoke to Pharaoh about Joseph, what they told him was not just his name. Pharaoh didn't care about his name. I care about the brand. So the brand is, there is a man in the prison. He is blessed with the ability to interpret dreams. That was what got Joseph to the palace to talk with Pharaoh, to have a conversation, and to be put as the prime minister. As insignificant as this 5-letter word is, it can mean a whole lot of difference in your world. People can either accept you or reject you by the brand you have built. So that you've come to church Monday to Sunday is not enough for you to experience the fullness of God. You must understand that God expects you to have his image and his likeness. God has a brand. The Bible says he is not a man to lie. Neither is he a son of man to repent. If he has said it, what will happen? He will do it. If he has spoken it, what will happen? He will make it come to pass. That means the brand of God is a brand of integrity. If God has said it, go to sleep, you can cash it in the bank. What is your brand? If you tell me you're going to meet me tomorrow, will I ask the other person, is she for real? Is he for real? So I was in an interview last year. Somebody said I should try out a job. So I wanted to just, okay, if they can pay me my worth. So I went there. The first thing the man wanted to ask is, are you on social media? I said yes. He quickly went to my Facebook, my Instagram, my Twitter to check, to see the consistency of the kind of life I was living. A lot of the times, you don't know who has run a background check on you. You're a young person, you are saying, people don't want to give me opportunities. So the person ran a background check on your Facebook, and guess what he saw? You are always in a party at Alagomeji at 8:30 in the night with the boys. It's not wrong to hang out with the boys, but every time on your social media is you are at Alagomeji. You are down south, Onigbombu. You know those hard places. And they're wondering, this guy has a cultist vibe. He has a kind of vibe. More than what you are seeing, there's something going ahead of you. It's a brand. It's a perception. A perception of who you really are than what you claim you are. So we have two circles, because there's no slide I can't share with you here. There are two circles. There is what you say you are, and there's what people think you are. In the middle, in the intersection, that's where your brand is. Whatever you've said you are, no problem, that's what you said. But it's what I think you are that is also going to add to the equation to make up your brand. So that you say that you are something and you don't live up to it, other people are going to have a different interpretation of who you are. And that kills you. That kills your future. It takes away the opportunities that could have been in the future just because of a brand. Let me share with you this. In America, if you have been convicted of any felony act or any sort of, it can be a DUI, whatever, rape, whatever, and you were put in prison, even if it's for 1 day or 2 days, do you know that you're going to have issues in getting employment? Nobody's going to want to employ you, especially when they know you're on parole. Forget it. No good job is coming your way. You will go and do McDonald's. Even the person in McDonald's will be careful to employ you, because what? What has gone ahead of that person? He is a criminal. And until you're able to prove yourself again and again and again, and that takes a lot. So what would you prefer? To build a brand or to try to repair your brand in the future? And that's why it's important that it's key that we talk about this in a youth conference, that as young people, be careful of the brand you are building. Tomorrow is going to speak for you. Tomorrow, you want to run for politics, Abi? Some of you are nursing political ambition. So there was one of the candidates that wanted to run for political office. I won't mention his name for security reasons. I don't want DSS to come to my house. I'll come to this church and close the church down. So when he got up and he put his campaign, everything, a woman came on social media and said, I don't know how to speak Yoruba, but I know how to say Iwo, so just forget it. Don't think I'll speak Yoruba after that. And she said, that you had some girls at the back of one dilapidated building in Ikeja, and your area thugs were sleeping with them and raping them. That people want to call you to say, hey, your boys are raping this girl. And you did nothing about it. And now you are saying you will have a better future for Nigeria. He said, if you don't step down, we bring that the video down. The guy just lock up. He just lock up straight. What went ahead of him? So, you're going to ask me, Mike, how do I begin to know my brand? I'm going to tell you 5 wrong foundations you have been building your brand on. I want you to write this down. 5 wrong foundations you are building your brand on. And if you're not careful, it will ruin you. I call them the brand canvas. A canvas, for those of us who love to design, a canvas is that board where you design on. So for me, this board is my canvas. A lot of us have been building on a wrong canvas, and I will share with you. Number 1 is this. What's that? A mirage. You think you are something, but you are not. And that's what's killing a lot of young people. You can't expect to earn the respect, live the life of a 55-year-old man who has labored and is in his harvest, to live that kind of life at 22 years old. You are deceiving yourself. I watched a video. I watched a video of Pastor Paul's Adefras's wife, and she was sharing about girls who want to wear and hold a bag. What 25,000 or what the amount of money you can use to rent a house at 22, 23, 24. When you should be thinking of investing because what? You want to join the Pepper Dem gang. You are living in a mirage. How do you see a mirage? When you're on the road, right? And there's a hot sun. It's the reflection of the sun, right? The only reason why you see a mirage is because you are far away from it. The moment you get close, the moment you are building your brand on the mirage is because you are far away from the truth of who you really are. You are far away from the truth. That is why you can ask 5 people, tell me who I am. And 5 people will tell you 5 different things. You thought you were humble until we asked 5 people. All of them said you are rude. One said you are proud. One said you are arrogant. One said you are stupid. Because you thought some of us were living celebrity life status. You are not a celebrity. That you have 10,000 followers, you are not a celebrity. You are not a celebrity. I'm wondering how people get into that status. So people are doing anything to be a celebrity. Sleep with a rich man, go and become a Bobrisky fan. Just to get, because you are living in a mirage. Thinking that by the time you arrive, that is your brand, but you have built a wrong brand. It is an illusion of the truth. So, a friend of mine told me she went to speak, to anchor for someone who reached her on Facebook. And she was telling me, she's going for an event with that at least. Because she was broke. She said, at least she's going to come back with some cash, right? Because what we do when we talk, we come back with cash, isn't that so? And so when she went, she called me and said, can you imagine? I said, what? You know, they just told me, thank you, God bless you. Look at what, so I told her this. I said, should I tell you the truth? She came for my class. I have one-on-one coaching. I said, you have been living in a mirage. You felt you had arrived, that if they invited you, they would give you something. But you didn't know that they didn't know you. So you were the least person or the most available that they could find. So when they told you thank you, God bless you, it was the level at which they perceived your brand. They will never tell a fella, do tell you thank you, God bless you. So she thought she was there. And a lot of you are thinking you are there. Let me tell you this. Let me go to scripture. Jesus said this. Don't think you have arrived. You come into an event, a special place. Don't what? Don't take the front seat. Or else a more special person than you will come and they will unseat you. Have you read that scripture? Paul admonishes. He said, don't think highly of yourself as you ought to. Understand this. Everybody has levels and phases. Everybody carries several graces. There are programs you will call. There are some people that call a program, they will sit 10,000 at a go. You will call it, you'll be struggling to get your father, mother, and your sister. If they come, it's just to support you. They will not buy tickets. I don't buy tickets. Basketball now fills up arenas without stress. His level of brand is not the same with some other comedians. Some other comedians, if the hall will seat 1,000, they will give 700 free tickets. Win tickets. All is free tickets. So there will be something about a brand that you should think about if you want to attract the good things of life. How are you building your personality among people? Number 2. Some of us are building a brand on this. What's that? What's that? I think some people cannot see from there. Can you see from there? Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I really want to teach tonight. Can I teach? I don't want to do preaching. I might preach maybe later, but I just want to teach. A metric is a standard or unit of measurement, right? What we use to measure. Metric. That's what we call metric. A lot of the things you are looking on social media is a metric. So, you see girls, women, even in the church, you are going for exercise. Let me tell you why a lot of girls are going for exercise now. It's not to live healthy. It's not to be fit. Brothers, why they are going for exercise is to get that figure 8. I watched a video. The girl did this almost 1 hour. So I asked a female friend, I said, why is she doing that? He said it's to build this. Can we be real, young people? The things we see on social media is affecting us. Everybody wants to be the figure 8. Everybody wants to be thick. Everybody wants to... Those days, to be slim was the beauty. Now you have to be thick. Thick laps. Thick brain. The brain is now thick. You want to wear clothes that will be tight so it will tear. Don't worry, I will shatter you today. Don't worry. I've come for you. A lot of us are living our life under pressure. You're under pressure. Men, you're under pressure. You're under pressure. People are pressurizing you. Because there are set expectations. On Monday, if you're on social media, you must do Monday motivation. On Tuesday, Trivia Tuesday. Wednesday, way back Wednesday. Thursday, throwback Thursday. Friday, thank God it's Friday. Saturday, super Saturday. Sunday, spirit Sunday. Then when you have your birthday, you must go and take photo shoots and release it on that day. Release it by 12 midnight. 12 midnight. I say, happy birthday to me. I like the woman I'm becoming. Then when people send you a message, don't reply, yo. Just let the message keep coming. Then the next day, you now post another say, thank you for celebrating me. I don't have time. If I don't have picture, I'm not posting anything. I use my old picture. I don't have time. Listen, a lot of people who are doing this, they don't care about your success. In fact, they're looking for the day you are going to have a downfall. And this is the thing I want you to know. I stopped this a long time ago. They helped me. I love this pastor in Abuja. I know you know him. I won't mention his name. You know the recent scandal. I love him so much, but I don't know what happened. It's this time I knew. People don't like that man. Hey, powerful word, handsome guy. They don't like him. The people who are saying, we didn't see your social media today. What happened? Are you monitoring my destiny? It's below your posted. What's your problem? Are you Facebook? Why are you monitoring me? What do you want to post every day? If you don't post every day, it means things are not working well for you. Who told you that? I know millennials who are not on Facebook. They don't do Instagram. They don't. If you don't have their personal number, forget it. They don't do chatting with you. They don't chat. Oh my God. You see, it's a level you get in life, man. You have time for Instagram again. You'll be like, how far? I mean, I'm busy. I'm busy doing stuff. They are paying me money. I'm busy. I heard this. Now, let me tell you the truth. A lot of celebrities, someone came out to expose on them. They will travel to Dubai just once. They will take 100 pictures. They will post it once every week. One. So you think they travel all the time. And you are thinking, I'm not making money. My life is not moving forward. It's just one trip. They will wear different outfits. They will go on boot cruise. Then they will post it every week. Vacation. Live your best life now. Metric. And so because you take those statistics, those information and say, this is the way I must live my life. If you are not like this, that means your brand. Who told you that? It's a metric canvas. It's a wrong perception. Are you following me? I'm going to shout to your city now. I'm not here to, I don't play with people again. I don't preach to make people happy again. Tell them the truth and go. I don't play with people. Don't invite me again. I don't want to, but I will tell you the truth. I didn't. It was a lady that saw me on Facebook and said, oh, I love what you do. I want to invite you to my church. I didn't. So I know that if you have a message, you will always. But if you're not telling people the truth, that, listen, don't let social media pressurize you. Don't let what is happening for other people feel that you are cursed. Don't let other people's blessing make you feel that you are cursed. Everybody has labored in different ways. So if you see them shining now, there is a toiling they did back then. There was the time I spoke, and it's like I spoke to 2-3 people. I started speaking at the age of 16. I saw a young guy come and tell me, I want to be a motivational speaker. I want, because he sees me going here. I speak to corporate organizations. I said, listen, I can't help you. What I can only do for you, I can take you with me and let you see what I do. There's a power in seeing. God told Habakkuk, Habakkuk said, I will stay on my tower. Hear these words. Hear these words. I will watch to see what he will say. Do you see what somebody is saying? It means that God speaks in pictures. And God expects you to see pictures. Whatever you see is what will inspire you. He said, Habakkuk, if I tell you this thing in ordinary audio, it will not sink. Let me show you in pictures. So as God was speaking, he was seeing pictures. That is why he said, see, these pictures you have seen, now write it now. What Habakkuk wrote was not ordinary letters. They were pictures. It was just a text to represent the picture. That's why when you read some certain people's biography and you read their book, it gives you an vivid imagination. You are seeing something like, because it was inspired by a picture. That's why when I teach people about goal setting, don't say this is what I have to do in January. No. That's why people don't achieve their goals. If you want to achieve your goals, see it first. Whatever you want to become in life, see it first. 2 years ago, I do a lot of talking and training, but I wasn't breaking into corporate organizations. I was like, how are these guys doing it? Like Steve Harris. How many of you know Steve Harris? So one day I sent a message. I said, I need to see you. I said, I'm not available. And young people, don't get angry when successful people don't give you time. Pay your dues. Don't beef successful people. Pay your dues. He didn't give me a date until like 3 months. I just woke up on my Instagram and said, hey guy. And do you know why he gave me that? He had been seeing the things I've been doing. He said, okay, this guy is in my line, so let me just help him. Hey guy, this is your appointment. Meet me at First Bank 8 a.m. Don't be late. I canceled all the appointments of that day. That's my destiny. I dressed up with my suit, my tie, and I went to First Bank. He was sitting there. I came early. Oh, you know he speaks like an American, right? Have you heard him speak? He has this accent. Oh, hey, hi, Mike, how you doing? Just sit down. I sat down. So he didn't even look at me. He was just typing. Just said, so what is it you really want to do? I told you I want to come and learn work. You're asking me. Because he wanted to be sure. I said, okay. So I told him, I said, I really want to learn from him. And he said, you know what, I don't have the time. He's very cocky. He won't have time. See, when you are truly busy in your purpose, people will think you are proud. But you don't have time for people to draw you back. I need to say you are serious. Don't be chatting me, hello, how are you, good morning. I just want to say good morning. Why do you want to say good morning to me? What do you want? If you greet him like he will just give you thumbs up. I don't like people coming to my Facebook, hi. You said hi once, I didn't reply. You said hi the second time, I didn't reply. You said hi the third time. Shouldn't you borrow sense to say, go into the real thing? Don't say hi. Then sometimes I will say hello. How are you doing? Oh my God. Young people, we need to be serious. We don't have time. You think you're 21 now. 60 will come like that. You'll be 60. I'm 32 now. I said, my God, I'm 32. Shit. Wow. 32. My mom is 60 October. Everybody's going old. Everybody's going old. Don't waste my time. If you have a guy hanging around you, what's up? Are we married or what? Are we married or what? Call me, chatting me, video calling me. Are we married or what? It's no time now. As you're wasting my time, one fine, good, godly guy with pepper is there, and I'm here. Are you marrying me or what? No time. Where's my... I'm not using laptop again. Close laptop. Next. I'm going to shout out your selling tonight. This is what I do and get paid, but it's for the church, so I'm going to do it for you. What's the next one? Mirror. A lot of us have begun to use mirrors to describe or to build a brand. What's a mirror? A mirror shows you a reflection. Mirrors are good, right? Let me tell you why mirrors are not good. I will shatter you today. If I stand in front of a mirror, what does a mirror show me? Does it show me my future? Does it show me my past? What does it show me? Nobody gets anywhere by seeing their present. You won't get anywhere. What is inspiring about that mirror? Your present mistakes, your present deficiencies. A lot of us, our environment is our mirror. You need to leave that environment. You need to leave that circle of friends. Every time you are with them, it's nothing. Gossip. Women. Bet Naija. Not that bet Naija is not good. Keep dabbling with your future. Like I have a money, you would answer, no, it's just 100 naira. And it becomes a habit. For now, you put your whole school fees inside. That's why you have not graduated. But you lied that because you failed. You said, lie, it's Naja. Own up. Let me tell you three brand mirrors you need to avoid. You need to avoid them. And it's going to be contradicting, but I want you to see the lesson inside it. Number one is called strong brand mirrors. When you meet a strong brand, now for some of us who love to hang out with strong people, celebrities, let me tell you why you don't do that. When you come in contact with a strong brand, what happens is that see this, you are on a minus. Because you see everything they are and everything you are not. Every time. It's good you don't use them as a mirror. Don't use them as a mirror. That's what I'm going. Because every time you see everything they are, everything they have, and everything you don't have. So, if you're not careful, you begin to covet and wish. You wish his wife was your wife. That's why you went to go and sleep with his wife. You wish his business was your business. That's why you went out backbiting his customers. Because he's a strong brand mirror that shows you everything you are not. I tell people, say, build and work on yourself. Let them inspire you, but don't use them as a mirror. So that when they are on the table of discussion, you can join them on the table where you have made yours. And should in case they don't put a chair on the table, please buy yourself your own chair. Bring your chair to the table and sit down. And should in case they misbehave, God blesses you, you buy the whole table itself. Build your own. Your own. Mentorship is good, but it's not your own. A mentor doesn't help you to become who they are. They help you to become who you are supposed to be. In coaching, I tell you, don't become like me. That's why it's very important that churches who like to be like their pastor, like in everything, they always run into trouble. A good mentor, a good coach, knows that you have your own uniqueness. So my greatness is to push you to find yours. The baby in Elizabeth's tummy, when she met with Mary, what happened to her baby? Jumped for joy. Because Jesus in the womb of Mary inspired John. When John came out, he never became like Jesus. Separate, he was a forerunner. When people wanted to ascribe the glory of Jesus, he said, no, I'm just here as a forerunner. The one who's greater is coming. You are not him. See, if you know your own destiny, you will not want to be like anybody else. Your own journey is different. The kind of glory God wants to give you, you will thank God that you never became like anybody else. Because it was so great that you would have missed it just to have what they have. And guess what? What they have, you don't know what's at the back of it. Some people are treating some incurable disease you don't know. But they're on social media, driving the best cars, but you don't know when they get back home, they are taking 5 shots of insulin for sugar levels. They are going to the hospital to do surgery. But all they show you is the strength. I want to be like them. May you not carry somebody else's problem. Listen, ladies, you love that your friend's husband. Be very careful. Be what? That is her husband. Pray for your own husband. By the time you see your husband, you thank God you never wish for a husband. Your husband will be 10 times your own. When you meet a weak brand, when a weak brand is your mirror, the reverse is the case. It's a plus. Yes? Because when you meet a weak brand, you see everything they are not and everything that you. Be careful in this area. Some of you become a local champion. Because when you are with weak people or people who are seemingly failing and you are the only one doing well, it's like the scripture that says, or like the saying that says, a one-eyed man is the king in the city of where? I love the fact that you are blessing people in the Ikaja. But please, your destiny is not tied to Ikaja. Be thinking big. Be thinking big. Be thinking big. So that people are enjoying you in Ikaja and you want to be the castle. That, now yeah, they blow. Be careful. Be careful. Don't always feel like the superstar when you are among people who are not your equal. You know, by all standards, there is a leverage you have they don't. So that's not the true measurement of your strength. It's just like my younger brother is 18 years old. And so where he is and I am, and maybe they're asking questions, and he's not getting the question, and I'm saying, yeah, am I not stupid? That's a young boy now. What has he seen in life? But let me meet my peer. Yes, that's my true strength. So if you use weak people as your brand mirror, you are building a very terrible brand for yourself. You become a local champion. You become a mediocre. You can't strive for great things because you are too used to pleasing people that don't know value. It happens when you are in a relationship. When a partner is a weak partner, you come down to their level just to please them. So much so that when you now see a strong person, you can't appreciate strength. Somebody's always very quick to say, I'm sorry. Even though you slap her, I'm sorry. You punch her, I'm sorry. Because she wants to be with you, because she's weak. Because she doesn't feel that any guy will want her. When he wants to have sex with you, you open your legs because he's like you're nothing. Then when you meet a man who has self-control, who knows how to treat you right, and who opens the door for you, you are wondering, hey, is this real? Because you have been so used to weakness. When he buys you flowers, say flower care. You are meant to have flowers now. If a guy can buy you flowers, it's only shawarma. That's when you see your stomach is coming out. Can't you buy me shawarma? What about to good flowers? Because you feel that you are not worthy of flowers. You feel you are the type that take to shawarma and to ikwabi and to buy me some flowers. Buy me some good roses. I want to smell. That's what pretty ladies do. But no, he wants to take you to his joint where his boss are drinking beer. You go drink beer. Why? Why are you doing that to her? So when he meets a proper guy who wants to buy her flowers and chocolates, she can't understand. She's feeling there's something. There's nothing. That's how they treat a woman. Guys, sorry. Don't go and plan me outside though. When you meet an equal brand, many of you are too scared, so you just decide to stay with people who are equal to you, equal strength, equal ability, equal exposure, equal certification, equal everything, equal. Like those of us, you who sing. See, don't make those who sing like your friends too much. Put people who will go some extra mile and run some scale that will make you think that, hey, I never start. I have not started. Have you heard Dietrich Adin sing? I wonder what kind of man is that? His own singing is something else. His instrumentation is something else. When you stay with those type of people, then you learn something new. But when you stay with equal people, see what happens. When you stay with a strong brand, the result is a minus. We start with a weak brand, the result is a plus. When you stay with equal people, look at the result. No, it's not though. You blend in. You blend. Nobody knows the difference. Nobody can pick you out of a crowd of 10 people because you are all the same. All of you talk alike. You do alike. It's all the same. Birds of the same feather. You ought to be different. So don't be angry when somebody in your clique wants to be different. If you don't like it, you need to step up and be different. Don't be telling me, you're not like us again. No. You don't visit us again. No. You don't. No. I have things to do. I have a castle to build. So if you want to see me more, step up with me. Don't be asking me, are you coming for joint? Which joint? I've been jointing with you for almost 10 years. My life is not going anywhere. So now I'm disjointed. You have a circle of guys who are not helping you. Guys, see. I need to move to the next level. Number 4. Manuscript. Manuscript canvas. Are you getting something tonight? Are you really being blessed? A lot of us have built a brand of manuscript. What is a manuscript? You know what a manuscript is, right? Piece of writing. You are following some certain cultures that is not your original culture. So for example, you see a guy who works in the bank, a GT bank. He's looking all sharp, right? Suit, white shirt, their orange tie. Hello, how are you doing? Do you want to open a savings account? I can help you. He takes you, he walks in. He's prim and proper. My brother, go to his house. Go to his house. Boxer on the ceiling. Socks under the bed. Because why? When he comes to the bank, he enters a manuscript. There is a script they follow. But that's not who he really is. You love God so much, and you want to go into politics. You believe God will use in politics. You don't bribe people. My brother, when he started running for the primaries, he said, no, we just want to appreciate you. We appreciate you. Appreciation, new. Appreciation. It's not bribe, but appreciation. Thank you. You have started the journey. Very soon you will pad budget. I said, but he was not like that before. But you don't need that. In that territory, there's a script. Forget all this you are saying that there is a script. So they're not catching that. Doesn't mean they're not following a script. Some of them are passing through other banks. They follow a script. And that's why it's not your true self. That is why you see that if you follow a script too long, there are people who have followed the script for too long, and then when they decide to wake up, they do something totally different from their lives. And you wonder why? How come? Because they wanted to find their true self. A child who was raised by pastors, you feel that, and you suppose, and you think that that child will go up to become what? I've not seen children that go and wayward and be in a club and everything, because they were tired of following a script. It's a good script, but they were tired because it was not them. You were forcing them. I remember my mom, when she was doing Holy Ghost baptism for us, and we all started speaking in tongue, and she will press our stomach. Come on, speak. It had to come out. So some of us had to force it out so that she would stop. Just leave me. Let me get okay. My brother, on the other hand, is older. I got his own. Never went past a certain level. His own was So one day in the devotion, my mom said, thank God for all you people who are growing us spiritually. You are growing us spiritually. I thank God for the move of the Spirit. But however I'm concerned, Tony, you are not shifting gear. So there's a gear? It says, you have been stagnant in your spiritual journey. Say, how? He said, robo. So you trust my brother. He shifted gear. The next time, my guy does the shift gear, they go. I don't know if he still knows how to shift gear now. If it's not you, one day you'll be tired of that script. If you are following a script in your marriage or in your relationship, you are pretending to like the guy. One day, you will break up because he stepped on your leg. No, it's not that. She's tired of that script. She just wanted a way to get out. So, as little as that stepping on the toe, you are wondering why she's not accepting to come back. I'll think about it. This toe is really paining me. She was tired of the script. He was tired of the script. You're nagging all the time. Nagging. One day says, I'm going to lose it. So one day you didn't call him when he said you should call him. Forget it. We are breaking up. Why? Because you didn't call when I said you should call. When you are tired of a script, you see, there are people that were tired of the script, they deleted their whole social media account. They were tired. Because it was not you. Whatever you are forming, you will stop forming one day. You will stop. You are pretending nice. Now one day the real rude girl will come out. You will go and carry bottle. You notice I'm a big girl, I will bust your head. Aha, that's you. A lot of us, we are following a script in church. You see a newcomer coming. All of a sudden, he's like, oh, the shika table. Don't worry, calm down. I've seen brothers who are already pastors. They think that what? He's tired of following the script. Because I have to pretend to everybody. I have to pretend I'm holy. I have to pretend I can speak in tongues. I have to pretend that I can see visions. But I don't see visions. But if I don't see visions, you will not think I'm a man of God. So I have to pretend I see visions. One day you'll be tired of that script. I've seen men, they started the church, they ran away with their lover, left the wife, ran away. They were tired of being a good man. They were tired. Well, let me not be bad. I'm a bad guy. I'm a bad. Rihanna tried it to be a good girl. When she saw she was not, she turned her name to bad girl Riri. Like me or like me, that's your business. Until you are vulnerable to say, this is who I am, God can work on you. But as long as you're pretending, God said, don't worry, when you're tired, you'll come to me. I stopped a long time ago. I don't do to please anybody, because the truth, when the rubber hits the road, nobody will be there for you. It always happens like that. So this is me. This is me. Then now when you find you, then work on you. That's how to go about transformation in life. Some pastors, they drink Odaku. Someone, they will busy with Akmo. That's why they're so hyperactive. I want to tell you that God, yeah, Odaku Shisha. One day they will confess, Odaku Dio, that is Spirit of God. Because all of you wanted it to behave like the Holy Spirit. So he will form Holy Spirit for you, but I won't. You will get tired of that script. What am I saying all this? Young people don't pretend. There's no time. There's no time. Find you and work on you. No time. If you build your life on a wrong canvas for many years, you would have robbed what you should have gotten from your original self for all those years. Even though you repair your brand, it will be almost too late. You'd have robbed yourself on things that it should have come to you naturally, but because you were pretending. So, for example, you are carrying food, nice food, but you are forming, you like food, I'm okay. I'll give you. When you hunger, Joe, give me Joe. You will beg for it because you were pretending before. This should have come to you naturally, but you were pretending. A lot of us, we are pretending, so good things are bypassing us because life is confused. Are you it or Abi, you're not it? So what life should have brought to you, you pretended like you already have it, so you took it to the next person. So later find out that I really don't have it. You started pushing life up and down. This is another example of this. I learned something very late, and it affected me, but thank God, God is helping me. When I was in school, I should have given 100% to my academics. I should have. Finished school, worked for a while, then quit. Normal. I was doing big boy, I was working. On campus, I would leave school for 1 week, go and host event, come up with money. So my friends were like, big boy, you have money. So I was like, the big boy, yes. But they were reading. So when we finished school, life naturally gave them good jobs. When I finished school, I was looking for a job. Because everybody that could have employed me had one time solicited my service. So how can you not employ somebody you have hired to work for you? For example, the CEO of a bank. Maybe I anchored the bank's conference. I was the MC. Now the CEO is throwing an interview. He now sees me the MC. Somehow, he will not want to give me that job because he feels, I don't think he can do this job. Because your mind will be double. You will not give it because if there's another MC work, you will run. So what should have come to me naturally was just passing me by. Because I had pretended like I was it. And I was not it. So I followed the manuscript that I was already an entrepreneur, a big boy. So that's how I entered into entrepreneurship. Not that I wanted to. No job was coming. No job was coming. What I'm saying is, if you are running a script that is not you, you will get tired one day. So you have to be careful. The last is number 5, mind. I will stop there. I will go to the next one. The mind canvas is one canvas that gives you the power to do what the other 4 is not giving you. And what is that? The power to create. Brands are created. They are not imitated. They are created. So if you have imitated a brand, don't worry, you will get tired of it. If you do not create your brand from the mind, and the mind is where you see. This eyes is not the real eyes. Ephesians chapter 1 verse 17, what is the prayer of Paul? He said that will enlighten the eyes of my... That understanding, where does real understanding come from? Because as a man thinketh, so he So that's where the real eyes is. That's where the real work is, the mind. If I can create it from my mind, it will last outside in my hand. So, Mike, how do I create my brand? So let me just give you this. This is where I'm going to bust your bubble. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? Where's it? Yes, clean for me. Give you two steps. Just 2 steps. How many of you have done SWOT analysis before? SWOT analysis. 1. None of you. Very good. Some of you will cry today. But it's a good cry. If you don't know who you are, you will build the wrong person. So let me teach you who you are. Let me show you how to find who you are. Strength, right? Weakness, opportunities, threats. Let me show you how to get who you are. Now, that brother who said he has done SWOT now, you'll be thinking you know what I'm going to do. I will bust your own bubble too. Yesterday, they were like, huh? Yes, you will do huh today. If you have not known what your strengths are, your weaknesses are, I bet you don't know what opportunities lies ahead of you and what threats lies ahead of you. That's why you do everything trial by error, trial by error, trial by error. It's almost as though you are doing a leg walk. Some of you are just doing leg walk. Then eventually you will make body here. I'm funny, are you? What are my strengths? So a lady told me this. So these are the principles I gave them. First thing, your strength is not the opposite of your weakness if you want to build the brand. Your strengths are not the opposite of your weakness. Please don't make that mistake to see someone who is weak and think that is the opposite of someone who is strong. No, it's complementary. And that's why it's side by side. Right? And draw this down. Everybody, you are going to do it. Okay, thank you. No. Shout 5 hallelujah. 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 Thank you. My strengths are not the opposite of my weakness. So, my strengths are the thing I do naturally. And my strengths and my weakness are eternal. You can't see it. It's internal. It's inside. The opportunities and threats, however, are external. They come out. So, how do I know my brand? First of all, do a SWOT analysis. What are the things I'm strong at? I can do very well. Now, tell me what are the things that I'm weak at. You see, when you tell me what you are strong at, I don't automatically assume the opposite of those things as your weakness. No, you have another factor that's called weakness. Moses had something that was so good, and even the scripture acknowledges it's good. That zeal is good. In fact, Jesus said he was consumed by the zeal of his father's house. Is it not so? He saw the people selling in the house, and he drove them. He was so angry, and he flogged them. That was zeal. Moses had the same zeal. Listen to this. That zeal has a complementary side to something bad. Anger. Moses was from a tribe that the scripture declared that they have anger issues. That is why he was able to beat that man that was beating that Israelite and killed him. That is why when God says, let's strike the rod, the way he did it, God said, this is your anger. You're not going to see that Canaan land. The zeal was good at a point in time, but there was another side of it. And there were threats to it. So let me share with you. A lady said, I said, what's your strength? So I will give you a quick one. You do yours. She said, I'm smart. I said, oh, that's nice. What's your weakness? Listen to this, young people. Everybody has weakness. Your pastor has it. The bishop has it. But you don't see it. But the day you see it, you are disappointed. Don't be. We all have it. We all have it. If you get this truth early in life, you will not be disappointed at anybody's downfall. Never. That's a human being. He has weakness. So she said she's smart. I said, what's your weakness? She said she has self-doubt. Follow me. Oh. You see how this will play out. When you do your strength and your weakness, Opportunities and threats are the external. They are the outcome. So you draw out of the strength. Threats are drawn out of your weakness. So I said, what do you think will be your opportunities for someone who is as smart as you are? She said, as a smart person, I can get job done. I can penetrate people because you are smart. I said, what do you think is the threat to self-doubt? He said, stagnation. Watch this. A lot of the times when we do SWOT analysis, this is where we stop. This is not the end of it. That you know this is nothing. Now let me tell you this. Crisscross it. Now, this is where you get it now. After this, I'll show you one other technique to know who you are and they'll run up. If you say you are smart, the opposite to your smart is not your self-doubt. What's the opposite to your smart? What is it? It is the threat. And what is the threat? If you are so smart, right, you will not stagnate. You will not stagnate. Wait now, I'm coming. What is our weakness? What's our weakness? What is the opposite to self-doubt? Huh? Wait now. If you have self-doubt, you will not get job done. You will not penetrate. Now, reverse it now. Reverse it. What is the cure for the threat? The cure or the antidote is in the opposite. Write that down. The cure or the antidote is in the opposite. What is the cure to her threat? What is her threat again? What's her threat again? What does she need to cure the stagnation? No. The cure is in the opposite. So if strength is the opposite of threats, the threat is the opposite of success. So what is the cure to her stagnation, which is her threat? Is what? You are stagnant because you are not smart. What did that scripture say about that man who was there for 38 years? He told Jesus two things. He said, I have no man. And even when I want to try, another man. Two things. No man and another man was his problem. If he was smart, he would have known what to do not to be in that same position. If you say you are so smart, you will not be stuck where you are. What is the cure for self-doubt? What is the cure for self-doubt? What's the cure? Get job done regardless. It will cure self-doubt. What you are hesitating to do, get it done. That self-doubt will go. Let me give you another instance. Just clean this. There is a story. A guy is very, very jovial. He's unserious with his education, right? But he's a people person. People come to him. People come to him every time. But he's unserious with his education. Now, let's do his SWOT. So just in case you're in that category, what is his strength? He's a people person, right? Let me say, people skills, right? He has people skills. What do you think, what is his weakness? On seriousness, right? What are the opportunities as a people skill person? If you are a people person, what are the opportunities you have? What are the opportunities? If people are always coming to you, of course you are so jovial, everybody comes to you. Huh? You can influence them. Don't forget, your opportunities and your threat has to be external. Okay? It has to be external. So, let's say influencing people. Or getting people to do what he wants. As an unserious person, what are the threats? Someone who is in secondary school, you're unserious with your education, you don't read. What are the threats to your unseriousness? Good. Let's crisscross. He's a people person, right? He's a people person. His strength is a people person. However, the opportunities he has that he can gather a lot of people. He's unserious with his education. And the threat there that he could fail. kind of person, he has the opportunity to influence people. What he can do is to help him. Okay, let's say inability to read, right? If he gets people who are very smart, because he attracts both the dullards and the brilliant ones. So when the brilliant ones are going to read, because he has his way with them, he said, please take me with you to go and read. Right? Once he can do this, he will eliminate this. Is it not so? Because the threat that was ahead of him is that as long as he's unserious, he's going to fail. So what is his threat to his people skills? His strength is people skills. Right? What is threatening it? There's an impending failure. What I thought is on his unserious or his inability to read. What is the opposite? What's the opposite? So the cure to this is what? The cure to this is what? When he's influencing people, it will cure his inability not to read. What is the cure to that? Is failure. What is the cure to his failure? No, what is the cure to failure? His people skills. Don't forget, it was his people skills here that got him to here, to eliminate here. Ultimately, it was his people skills that will eventually cure this. By what? Maximizing his opportunity to clean this in. One last technique to know who you are. Just wait. I'll shatter you. Mike, show me the second technique I can use. Quickly. Write this down. In these 4 factors: skill, experience, network. Skill, interest, experience, network. Quickly. Clean it. The reason why your brand is not strong or you don't have a brand is from these 4 factors. Under your skill, write this down. Write these 2 categories: beginner level, master level. A strong brand has a skill. There's a skill. So let me take for an instance, a Fela Dutoye and myself, right? Most of the skill he has is on the master level. So number 1, my skill. Beginner, master. Mention 5 skills that you have. Mention 5 skills that you have. Mention 5 skills. A skill. Mention 5. The things you can do naturally. Mention 1. You can motivate. 2. You can influence people. 3. Just watch. Oh. Okay, just give me 3. Last one. You don't know what you can do? Can you kill somebody? So you can grab things fast. Motivate, influence people, grab things fast. Sir, motivating people, are you on the beginner level or you're on the master level? Be honest with yourself. Beginner level. Influence people, are you on a master level or on a beginner level? Grabbing things fast, are you on a master level or on a beginner level? Be honest with yourself. I'm not here to joke. If you say you're a master, I won't drag with you. Eh? You're a master level. Out of 3, he's only a master in 2. Can you see how his skill is not growing his brand? That out of 3 things, only 2 you are only 1 you are a master. The 2 you are not a master. So just watch. So on the master level, he has only 1. Beginner 2. Out of 3 skills. Wait. 2. Interest. Group them. Need and want driven. We see how young people destroy themselves. The interests that you have, all the interests that you have, group them under 2. Are they need driven or want driven? You know, one has the ability to give birth to the other. The moment you are always satisfying yourself with your wants, you know you are going to rob yourself of the things you need later in life. Are you aware? The prodigal son, what did he do? He went after what? His wants. What happened to him at the end? He had nothing. Categorize 5 things you are interested in and group them. Are they under your wants or the need? If you have more of your wants, you are in danger of your brand. You are going to build a weak brand. That's why you have people who were rich. Early, they did dubious things. They got wealthy. At the later time of their life, they lost all the wealth. So they started needing the main things. They started needing companionship. They started needing true friends. They started needing stable income. They started needing integrity. They started needing a good image. All the things they should have built when they were young, no, they went after all their wants. Wants, the lust, all the lust. In their old age, they suffered. Every interest you have now, if it's a want is always a luxury. You can always forego a want. I love Rolls Royce Phantom. I will not kill myself to go and buy it. I can manage a nice small Toyota. For now, what I need is to be moved about, not to be impressing people. So I struggle myself. I went to and get the money by doing. I bought a Rolls Royce Phantom. Yes, people will clap for me. At the end of the day, it's me that will still sell that Rolls Royce Phantom. I will sell it to pay basic. Watch it. When people start paying basic and start selling their assets, when they were young, they went after wants. So that people can say you are successful, you are doing well. Because not that there are people that are not doing good things and they're making it, but there are a lot of people pressured to go after wants. Number 3, experience. So if you say you don't know yourself, just do this and you will know yourself. Group them: positive, negative. Everybody has experiences here, and they're all either positive or negative. Let me tell you this. You are the one who has the power to name and interpret an experience. I am not demeaning anybody who was abused or was raped, right? But you have the power to convert that experience to power. You have the experience to convert a failure experience to power. So you see somebody who is always angry at men. Angry, she's saucy, she's not married. At 44, she's angry at men, she doesn't care. But she's saying that she just wants to have a child, she doesn't care about men. Then you dip into her story, you find out that at a young age, she was molested by a man who she respected so much. From that day, her experience about men was negative. So she built negative things about men. Now she's not married. She doesn't care. She had the power to convert that experience to something positive and start teaching other young girls and start empowering other young girls and look for how to build a system where she will protect young girls from being molested. But she chose to keep the negative experiences. If your brand is full of negative, you're building a big brand. Count the 5 experiences that you have. Are all of them negative? It shows that you have not converted your experiences. You are still angry with your father. You are still angry with your best friend that didn't give you that opportunity. You are still angry with the first boy that you dated that you said that he was so big. So every sum up on everything is what's affecting you as a person. Number 4, your network. And this is where I'm done. Categorize this into personal and professional. You want to know what kind of brand you are building? Look at your network. Let me tell you this. If you pick 5 people in your life, the 5 closest people in your life, and I ask you, categorize them. Are they more personal people or professional people? Let me tell you the truth. If out of 5 people, all of them is my mommy, my daddy, my cousin Sisi, my nephew Tony, my neighbor, you are a weak person. You are a weak person. You like to surround yourself with people that can't tell you the truth. You like to surround yourself with people that can challenge you. You like to surround yourself that will be comfortable with your smallness. No matter how of a failure you are, your mother will still accept you in your house. Oh, mommy, come and eat it, but don't worry. Add that form. I love the encouragement, but it will not help you. Oh, it will not help you. You need someone to say, boy, what's wrong with you? How did you use your 24 hours yesterday? Did you read that book I said you should read? That's why you're failing. Hey, Jesus Christ. You need somebody that will tell you, listen, if you don't stop this nonsense, you will end up a poor man. To wake your medulla oblongata up. But your cousin will not tell you. Your niece will not tell you, uncle me, we just like it when you have you around. It's a bad thing. They like having you around, even if you don't have money. Just be around us. Just be around us. And your life is like that. You're always in your uncle's house, your auntie's house. When will you have the opportunity to stay in your professional network? If I count 5 people and I can say your business partner, your CEO, your investors, your mentors, you are building a weak brand for yourself. You always want it. Ladies, watch this. If you are dating a man, check his call log. If you see mommy, run away. Daddy, sister. All personal. Ask him, don't you have business partners? Don't you have professional friends who will challenge you to do better? Church member. Thank you for church member. God bless you. But if you are not in my professional, I won't be calling you. We might be in the ushering, but you are not the kind where I can push me. I need to see people in the church that are pushing each other. Hey, have you done your masters? What are you doing? I just save the money and go do your masters. Stop going about to this your BSc. Don't you know BSc is like pure water. When you see other people doing their masters, you say, Omo, I gotta go do my masters. You will master up. But because you have people who are pampering you, I love people who have told me the truth. Let me just tell you, when I met Steve Harris, he did something that paid me, but I converted that experience to power. You know what he did? I have a broadcast, WhatsApp. I broadcast sometimes. He just sent me a message. Hey, bro, lovely work. But please, can you please remove me from your broadcast list? Do me. He paid me, but I thought about it that a great man would not be bothered if you are sending stuff that's of value. You are not yet at his level, so what you are sending is not of interest to him. A time will come, he will love to read. But for now, work yourself up. There are some people's broadcasts I don't read. I myself don't read it. Because what is there is nonsense value. I won't lie to you, they need to go and step up. I know they will send you long list. Jesus is coming soon. I don't need to read it. I don't read it. When you open it, you will even see, read more. No, I don't go there. I don't do that. I don't tell me, don't be wasting my time. All kinds, some of them, they don't know I blocked them. Pictures upon pictures. Why do I want to see your family pictures? Fun day at a burial, uncle's burial. Why? No, I don't want to see. Send me picture of where I need to invest. Where I need to go and do training and they'll pay me money. So why are you sending me all this nonsense? Time is short. Life is so precious. Network. Once you do this, my brother and sister, you don't need any pastor to tell your prophet. You know your brand is very weak. Very weak brand. All your skill levels are on beginner levels. Some of us, we have finished BSc 7 years ago. No master degree. You are happy you are still working. They are paying you 120,000. Very soon, when they want to downsize, you are first on the list. First, number one, Tunde Adelikugbe. Yeah, Jesus. Because the MD had told you, go and do your master. You said no. You were using your money to church shawarma and take that girl out. That girl is now dating someone who has 2 masters. You do not wise up. You see, ladies, they know what is good. Trust me, they know what is good. If you know what, they will date you for a while. Just match their toe. Break up. You know. They have gone for someone who has 2 masters. So let all your skills be on master level. If you are kind that plays keyboard, thank God the church is giving you a stipend very soon. When the church says, we expect you that you do it for the Lord, you say, sir, I do it for the Lord. I also have my certificate in musicology. You have certificate too. But you are beginner level. Your interests are always wants. You end up borrowing money to satisfy yourself. Borrow money. How many of you have used quick money? Mark Barrow. Quick money. Rent money. Bain. Fair money. All those things that have come to trap young people. See, young people are borrowing money now. So anybody sees paying tight, he has money. Because after 30 days, he has to pay back. So at 21 days, it's going to let us get borrow 5K, borrow me 3K. If your experiences are all negative, you're going to be a bad brand. One day you will burst out. Because you have been hiding negative experiences all the time. The reason why you are so timid was because somebody says something to you or embarrassed you in front of people. From that day, you never voiced out again. So when there's important things to do in the church or in your office, you just don't want to come out. Ask that person, he has an experience. It's limiting him. It's spoiling his brand. So when they're looking for people who are bold, they don't choose you because you've allowed an experience to limit you. Your network, I love my mom. I love my dad, but please, they will die one day and they will go to heaven. I'll be left alone with my wife. My sister and brother, they will marry, they will travel out, they will go to other locations. Who are you going to be with? Build a professional network. Build friends who are in your industry, who can challenge you, who can say, boy, this how it's done. Come, let me take you to Abuja. Let's go for that contract and move up. Stay with mommy will not help you. Stay with daddy will not help you. Auntie, uncle, there's an auntie I have. She was in the government. She wants to help you. It's maybe 10K, 15K. For me, never. Now she's no more in the government anymore. Now she has retired. She has got to marry and so do you expect her to give anything now? Now you are now left alone to hustle for yourself and be the breadwinner in your family, not dining with your neighbors all the time. I get what I'm saying. I get what I'm saying. So a brand, you must create it. You must take time to see who do you truly want to be in life. How do you want other people to see you? How do you want to live your life gloriously on this earth? Have I blessed you tonight? Have I blessed you tonight? Don't pretend, though. Have I blessed you tonight? I came to challenge you. Okay, so there you say, I don't know if it's a question. Okay, so there's an interactive session. Oh.
Thank you to Oladapo for this lovely and great session. It was something I saw the picture at first and I just knew this bros go no boko. And I wasn't deceived. I think the picture actually caught my attention. Once it was mentioned on the WhatsApp group where we have our committee. And the first thing I just did was I really took the name and went on Google and checked who Oladapo is. And today I've met him. First off, your name, I will start on a lighter note, sir. Please pick up the microphone. So, like he said, please get your questions ready. For those who prefer to speak, I don't mind walking.
Submit your question to their life. You have them written down. And if you want to ask through the microphone, Deola can pass the microphone across to you. There are some people there who want to ask questions. Can you continue, sir?
I listened to your accents and I was like, okay, is this man Nigerian, number one? I listened to you speak Yoruba, number two. You didn't sound like a Yoruba man. You didn't sound like your name. I'm asking these questions and I have a reason. Now, did you actually grow up in Nigeria? And if you did, where precisely? Because most times I have a program on radio that I run and there's this, it's called What's Your Story? We actually ask questions of, I try to take it from the roots so people don't feel like I grew up in Ipaja or I grew up in, those funny places. I might not be able to pull through. Yeah, Akpongbo, yeah, exactly. I think I like that name. So, your accent, your Yoruba and all. Then, most importantly, where did you grow up? Because taking a decision, at times, we see people on that level and we're like, okay, I think this person, so I think you just answered those very few questions. I'll wait for the other ones.
Okay, I've only traveled abroad once.
Okay.
And funny enough, when I traveled, I spent 2 weeks and I was deported back to Nigeria.
So I actually hit the right spot, right?
Yes, I was deported back to Nigeria. I went from here to Kenya, Kenya to India, India to Italy. I was about to board to Dublin when an Italian police called and said, "Have you gotten your boarding pass?" I said, "No." "Wow, where are you going to?" I said, "Oh, I'm going to Dublin." "So really?" I said, "Yes." "Oh, you're British?" "I'm a British, yeah." "So that's good. Okay, so let's go and get your boarding pass." So I went down. As I was going down the stairs, I saw a policewoman. She did like this at the guy. Like, why are they saluting themselves? Like, we don't catch another one. So when I got down, I turned and I saw Policia. So I like, why am I? He said, "Go into the room." So I went to the room. I saw a lot of Nigerians and Ghanaians. So I'm like, what's the problem? I'm going to Dublin. I'm a British citizen. Why are you even like this? I just brought out my passport from India. Nigerian passport. "Is this not you?" I just know that. I said, "I'm sorry, sir." Please, I'm sorry. What happened was my dad's uncle, it's called Dagbo. A lot of people travel through that means. So we use different passport means, and I was just 17. My mom said, well, since my dad has already, wanted me to do that. And I told all my friends, I'm traveling abroad. Came back after 2 weeks. As I was getting down to the Nigerian airport on the flight, just handed me over to the immigration officer. I spent 3 days in the cell in Murtala Mohammed Airport. 3 days eating eba negosi with one Gambian guy. And I was bailed out. So yes, I've traveled about 2 weeks. 2 weeks smelling the Western air. But if I talk any certain way, it's because I watch a lot of American films. and I sort of, like the way they speak. And it just, because of my surroundings, so I have uncles who travel, so maybe, but nothing. I grew up in Satellite Town, Lagos here.
That sounds tush. Sounds posh, rather. I've been told not to use the word tush. So, next up, I listened to all you said, and there was a place you listed out some points, and I think it struck me. I quickly rush back to a bit of the notes I had to jot. Please, as we speak, let's also have you guys get your questions ready so we can have this part of it. Strong brand, weak brand, equal brand. Yeah, I got a bit of it, but for the benefit of myself and everybody out there listening, you said for strong brand you get a minus, for weak brands you get a plus. For equal brands you blend in. How does that part sync? Weak brand, you get a plus. How do you get pluses from a weak brand?
Okay, so if you were here in the beginning when I started sharing about branding, I said it's only when we are talking about brand mirror. So I talked about a mirror only is a reflection, right? So if you use somebody who has a stronger brand, who's more popular than you, who does greater things than you do, you want to do, but you're not on that certain level. If you use them as a mirror to mirror, what you will get is a minus. A minus means you will see everything that they are and everything that you are not. So you're on a minus. You will never be like them because you are not them. You're not on that level. So never use them as your mirror. Get inspired by what they do. Let it inspire you and motivate you to do your own. But when you want to use them as a mirror, you get a minus. If you have somebody who is a weaker brand is someone who has not done as much as you have done. Because in life, there are always people who we have done more than. There's a certain statement that is your tithe is someone's 1 year salary. So there are always people that have not done as much as you have. But if you use them as a mirror, what you will see is that you see everything that you are and everything that you are not, and that they are not. And sometimes you can even go too far to demean them, to look at them as a second-class citizen. And when you are ruling such a person, you feel that you are the champion. But not knowing that on the long run, you are becoming a local champion. You are becoming mediocre. The only reason why they think you are all that is because they are not. But when you come to people who are stronger, you see that you are nothing. Then there's a third category. People who you are like peers. Peers. If you are with those kind of people, what happens is that you blend in. You are not different from them. And in this world, you have to be different. You have to stand out. So you see that professionals are always trying to outdo each other. And that's why they're always growing. Or you have a master's degree, I'm going to get a master's degree. Or you have a PhD, I'm going to get a PhD. So the more they keep challenging themselves, their brands keep growing. So that was just the simple idea behind that.
Lastly, please, we expect the questions to start coming forward. I've attended seminars. We've organized like at least 3, but according to what David said earlier, we've seen people come to attend, but sincerely, for myself and also people around me, I might not be 100% correct. These words are deep, these words are rich, but most times we just enjoy it, clap, make the noise, and it doesn't reflect as much. Illuminate rang a bell immediately. I heard the team from the group, and it just took me back to what ID Kabasa said. That was the person we had last year at this same IYC, and they said there is too much light in the church. Can we just go outside and take this light? So it's like you putting all these lights towards me, and I'm trying to just cover my face. That's what the church looks like. Yeah. So when we go out there, we bring in these lights that we have, we take them out, and the light doesn't just mean preaching the gospel. We can also, there are skills here, but most of us have not been able to harness these skills. What's the problem? The problem now is we have all these skills, we heard a lot of words, we're rich in minds. At times we write these notes, and we don't even go back to them. Why is there really no much effect on the person who has listened, or most of the people who have listened, compared to those who actually take these notes and don't get out? If you look at the hall, it's not as full as a concert or as a deliverance service like we always have. I'm being sincere because we all know all this stuff. I got so pissed this afternoon when I came in and I'm like, what's happening? I had to take a walk and came back and I was a bit calm. Please, a round of applause for Oladapo. He actually got me laughing at least a huge round of applause. At the point, I was like, are you sure this thing is going to hold? So what I'm saying now is, how come we have this mature and rich trainings, and in the end, it doesn't reflect so much in our lives? I inclusive.
All right. You would also agree with me that even in a church like Living Faith, you have people who are poor. Do you agree?
Yeah.
So it's not the word that you hear that changes you. It's the word that you do that changes you. When Steve Harris told me to come and see him in First Bank, he wanted me to see. What I will do is left to me. He has no business with it. You see, the reason why people don't make use of what they hear is one thing. They never decided from the beginning to do anything with what they will hear, where they will come. The reason why after I spent the whole day with Steve Harris and I went about going out to do all this great stuff, because I decided what I wanted to do the moment I allowed Steve Harris to help me. If you come without a decision, no matter how motivation that I give to you, there will be no transformation. No matter the motivation, if there's no decision, there will be no transformation. The prodigal son made a decision that I'm leaving here, I'm going back to my father's house. There are a lot of people who had challenges and they would decide to stay in that challenges. But he decided to go back. So whatever you have heard tonight, as long as you have not decided to do anything, and you see, decision only comes when you are frustrated enough about a particular thing. We don't have enough frustrated youths. That's why we are comfortable to hear and not do anything. Why are people hungry for a deliverance from demonic spirits? When they see demonic spirits have robbed them of their life, their health, their peace, now they come to church for deliverance. Why? They are frustrated. When you are comfortable with where you are, forget it. There's no word they will preach. Nobody will do anything. That is why it takes just a little word to transform a person's life than a whole 2-day sermon. Because that person is hungry. That person is frustrated. He has made a decision to do it by all means. So a little word you say sparks up the fire. There are a lot of people who are not frustrated. They are not. When we talk about, paying your tithe and giving to God, pastors are made. But when life has beaten you and it's like you are so poor, you remember the principles of giving. Then you start giving. You will even give to the drummer, give to the keyboardist, because you are looking for a deliverance. And that is it. God is always looking. That's why God will never come to your situation until you have reached the last of yourself. You've reached the brick wall and you say, Lord, this is it. Then you can make something good with what you have.
Thank you very much. I don't have the mic. Thank you very much, sir. Can we jam hands together for him once again? He said something key that is very important. He said decision. And coming to a program, it's not when you get to that event that you make that decision. You make decision from home. When you see the flyer, when you see the advert of the event, you prepare yourself and you challenge yourself that I am going there to make a change, to make a positive change of my life. So I have two questions before my question. Can I entertain some questions from the house?
I think I'll have to walk down and
okay, it's okay.
Hello.
Okay.
Good evening, everyone. My question is under the different canvas, you gave us about 5. And the mirror canvas, you said we have 3 categories. I quite understand the analysis. Where you said the strong brand is a minus, the weak is a plus, and the equal is just blending you. So now the question is, when you're hanging around those strong brand, you tend not to get, profit and all that, like you don't grow. Then when you are with the weak, according to what you said, you become a local champion. And when you are with the equals, you are not unique. You are just there like every other person. So my question now is, which of these 3 is actually good to be with? Or should I avoid all the 3? Or should I want to blend the 3 together and, pick and all that?
I said that 5 canvases, 4 wrong canvas to build your brand on. The 5th one is the mind, which is the correct. So that means a mirror canvas is a wrong canvas. All those 3 I mentioned were wrong. Don't use a successful person as your mirror. You are not them. They have many years of hard work behind their success. So you can't mirror them. That's why every time you try to mirror them, you feel you are empty. They can mentor you, they can inspire you, but they cannot mirror you. You cannot mirror them. That's why a good person will not let you become them. They will inspire you to become you. If I am your mentor and I drive a Land Rover, I know at your level you can't afford it. So you can't mirror me, I can't mirror you. I can only inspire you to chase your own greatness. So that's why I said strong brands, when you come in contact with them and you try to mirror them, it will be a minus. You always see everything they have and everything you don't have. And if you're not careful, peer pressure or pressure will cause you to go and fast track your own life because you want to be with them and engage in wrong principles, and then you will destroy your life. A weak brand, however, are people who have not done as much as you have. Don't hang around with them too much. If not, you will become a local champion. So, for example, you go and you make clothes for the people in your community, all the Ashoebi of all the market women. When you come and when somebody gives you a contract to style all the celebrities of AMCVA, what do you call that? Amsterdam Water Viewers' Choice Award. Those celebrities don't wear the same clothes like market women. You will have a challenge. In the market women, you were the bomb. She gets so clothes. But now you can't show soap for celebrity because you have been sewing clothes for people who are not on the same level as those people. Then you will see that you are weak. Right? Before, with the market women, you saw that you were all that. Now, Osas or who are those people? Joker Silva can't patronize you because your style is for market women, not for celebrities. Equal brand, on the other hand, you will never be unique. If opportunities come, they can't single you out because all of you look alike. Every of you behave the same way. So strive as much as possible to always stand out. And that is why I described that mirror brand as it is.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. Can we jam hands together for him once again? There's a question here. The person says, if you are a person that loves buying things you want, but not for show off, but as an asset, he said, is it good enough when relating it to interest? And I'll interpret the question to be that, can you turn your passion to money making? Can you turn your passion to business? Is it good? I think that's a question.
Let's stick with the first question, the way the person asked it. If you are in the habit of always buying things that you want, let me tell you this. Want and need, they are always at the expense of each other. You pursue want at the expense of, you pursue need at the expense of, you can't do both. You can't do both. The moment you tend to your needs, it's at the detriment of the things you want. The moment you attend to want is at the detriment of the things you need. I teach people something, long-term and short-term goals. Let me bust your bubble about long-term goals. A lot of the long-term goals you are saying are long-term goals are not supposed to be long-term goals. They are supposed to be now goals. So, for example, a guy who just finished O-levels and wants to read banking and finance, right? But he doesn't have the resource to go to university. But he wants to take ICANN and get into the membership of, what is the membership for bankers? Chartered Institute of... Will all those certifications help him with O-levels? Answer me. No matter how much of those certifications, a bank will not employ him until he go and get his first degree. So that means getting his first degree should be a now goal. All those certifications should be a long term. Resources is actually what makes people shift long-term goals. Once you look at the relevance, impact, and the value of that goal to your present circumstance, it should tell you whether that is a now goal or a long-term goal. If it's something for now, look for the resource and make it happen now. I get what I'm saying. So we always pursue one at the expense of each other. Can you turn your passion into what?
Into like money making or business.
That is what your passion is supposed to give you. If your passion is not putting food on your table and money in your pocket, what you have is exercise. You're exercising.
In other words, road walk.
Yes, no work. I said, let us start up and exercise. You are free. The reason why people's passion haven't brought money is because the person who is passionate has not built capacity. Once you build capacity, your passion will generate money. Capacity means the things you are able to do with your passion. And guess what? Nobody ever makes money by solving their own problems. If you are here, you are in the habit of solving your own problems. Hi, good luck to you. Safe journey. You'll be poor for life. Money only comes when you solve other people's. Look for other people's problem and solve it with your passion. What's your passion? How can that passion solve other people's problem? That's how money starts coming. You have passion for making people laugh. How do I make people laugh? Start doing your own comedy hangouts, comedy concert, pushing out comedy audios. When people like it, oh, I like that guy. Let's invite him to our church. Let's invite our concert. Then you start charging people. The moment the things you are doing only solves your own problem, God bless you.
Thank you very much, sir. Can we jam hands together for him? Very well, very well. Diola, can we have your question? Okay. I think that will be the last question for tonight. Every other question can come tomorrow, please. Our time is fast spent. Diola, can we have your question, please?
Okay, sir. I actually want you to explain better on brand truth. Like, okay, I met a motivational speaker last year. Then while he was talking, he made mention of brand truth. So when he explained everything, it was like, as a brand owner or as a brand, you have to be truthful and all. So I asked the question that day. I said, I'm going to use two brands, strong brands, as an example. That's Milo and Bonvita. When you watch Bonvita adverts, they'll tell you, no, when you read their can, they'll tell you it instantly dissolves in cold water or warm water. And the same thing goes to Milo too. So yeah, growing up, I tried the two in the house, and I think I like Milo. Milo dissolves faster. So yeah, now I asked the man the question. He did not give me a concrete answer. He was just beating, and I'm throwing it to you now. Can you please explain to me, as a brand, I can also lie. That is what they are telling me, and I still get the money. So is it actually a good thing to do? Then my second question is, when you say people are, they'll tell you, oh, this girl is proud, this girl is insulting, this girl is this, this girl is that. But this girl in person, she's actually not doing that because of the people. She's actually doing that to protect her brand. I'm using myself as an example. Getting my place, the area which my business is, we have lots of, I'll call them commercial, the sex workers. We have them a whole lot. But yeah, when I got the place, I told myself, I said, I don't want these people as my customers. I want better people as my customers. But then I backed it up with my faith that wherever my customers are, they will locate me. And yeah, while I was working, I noticed my customers are actually not even in this vicinity. I get customers outside there, and they give me job often. So yeah, then people start telling themselves that, oh, she's proud and all. Sorry, is the girl proud? And is she being saucy? Is she being rude? Should I collect the jobs because I want to satisfy them? And yet, I spend a whole lot of money investing in the products I buy. So, I don't know if you can explain that to me.
Okay, very quickly. First of all, you said you throwing a question to me.
Yes.
I'm throwing it back at you.
Okay.
Take your question. Okay, first of all, let me give you these two statements. Be yourself. Be your good self. Which one is correct? Which one is personal branding? I'm asking everybody. You've heard the statement, be yourself, right? There's another statement called be your good self. What do you think is the correct and the appropriate personal branding? Be your what? If you're for be yourself, put your hands up. If you're for be yourself, put your hands up. Be confident. Yes. Put your hand down. If you're for be your good self, put your hands up. Be your good self. Be your good self. Huh? Be your good self. Permit me, right? I'm here to shatter your ceiling. So mention one of your weaknesses. You get angry easily. I want you to be anger. Be yourself. Be an angry person for life. Let anger be. Why don't you want it? What I just taught you is in the second statement. Be your what? That you have discovered who you are doesn't mean you should stay on that level. That's what a lot of us are doing. Let me tell you one thing about the church, right? When people leave the church and go out to discover themselves, it's a good thing, but they stay on that level. When you discover that you are great, however, with every greatness, the Bible says that when a good man sows a seed, the enemy comes to sow what? Tears. For everything that you are growing, a tear is growing along with it. For every anointing that you are carrying, a weakness is going with it. So as you grow, a weakness is going. Don't say, that's how I am. From birth, everyone, I'm angry. Stay angry. It will rob you of certain things. You need to learn how to convert. And that's where personal branding comes in. Personal branding is a deliberate marketing of your good self to people. I told you, strength and weakness. Your weakness is not the opposite of your strength. They are complementary. However, this is not what you want to show people. It's this you want to show people. So that you can maximize opportunities. Right? So, if you say that the brand truth, stay true to who you are. Find out who you are. And find out how who you are can be a positive impact on other people. If you find out that who you are, you got it from your parents, that you are saucy, or you are this. Look for ways to begin to build on that. And change that narrative about you. It's just, for example, it's just an example, your father was poor. Do you want to be poor? No, be yourself now. No, be yourself. No, be yourself. It's the family tradition. Great-grandfather was poor, he was a farmer. Father was poor, he's a farmer. No, be yourself. Be yourself. Go and poor. Be yourself is one of the recent havocs that has done to so many people. That's why I see. Okay, so let me give you this straight one. I know I'm on camera. Tasha Cobbs did a video, a music with who? Nicki Minaj. Everybody was saying, oh, we think that video, that music is going to change Nicki Minaj's heart to follow God. My brother. She grew what? Worse. Because she is with the impression of be yourself. That I did a musical video with it that is gospel doesn't mean that's who I am. This is who she is. But she has refused to be her good self. So that's the brand she wants to. She wants to be the be yourself brand. And it's okay, a lot of you want to be yourself. Listen, you can be yourself and still be having a bad brand. That your brand is popular doesn't mean it's not still a bad brand. Hitler is a brand. What does Hitler connote? Terror, fear, tyranny. It's a brand, but it's a negative brand. You can be successful. Success has nothing to do with your brand type. It can be a bad brand. I know transgenders who are very successful. Lesbians who are very successful. It has nothing to do with your success. But your brand impact on people, you can either place it on negative or positive. All right? So if you say that you have that pride, and you too, you know you don't like it. You know. Be your good self. Put pride. Okay, this is my weakness. So put pride as a weakness and benchmark it with a strength. Draw the threats of a pride. What are the threats of pride? You will lose customers. People will not like you. All right?
Well, a huge round of applause, please. If you have not clapped today, please clap. Please clap. Shout out to everybody who has made it through.
The second one was, okay, so you don't want to stoop low to serve people because I admire you for that. A lot of people want to please people. The moment you start building your personal brand, you must know who you want to have the impact on their life. I cannot impact everybody's life. There are people who will not like the way I talk tonight. There are people who will not like what I do. There are people who don't like Fela Dutoye. When he came out to run for presidency, people loved him for his motivational talk. The moment he declared he wanted to run, they hated him. Everybody will not like you. So you have to be known for something. Uphold your value high. So for example, I tell people, people come and they talk price with you. Anybody that is talking price and they're beating down your price, you know why they're beating down your price? It's because you started talking price with them. The moment you engage in price battle, you have diminished your value. Have you walked into what is this big brand, Versace, whatever, and you see a suit? What do you see on the suit? Tag. What do you see on the tag? You don't go and say, it's $10. Can I get for it? You don't do that. Nobody does that. Because you know the value of a Versace suit. People know value. Don't mistake it. They know value. So if they know value and they're trying to beat your value and you hold your value, right? After a while, they will come back. People always come back to originality. So, I know people that do cake for 10,000. Why is it 50,000? No problem. You can patronize. Then when people ate the cake, what kind of cake is this? Yeah, man. The next time, who would you go to? Everybody. But if you drop now, you will lose at the end. Everybody who made it have to stand with their value. Say, this is who I am. Like me or not. At some point, your real customers will come. Let me boss you about customer service. Can I boss you 1 minute? 1 minute. I'm doing a customer service for DCC. How many of you know DCC? Kings to Conquer. Yeah, it's information channel. I'm going to boss the head tomorrow. They don't know what is coming, right? Who's your customer? Who's your customer? I used to think my customer are people who are buying from me. That's very wrong. Because they can buy from me today, they won't buy from me tomorrow. True? Let me tell you who are your customers. You will never have a problem with customers. There are people who can't pay my fees and I don't bother pursuing them. What do you mean? What do I mean when I say something is custom built? Custom made. What does it mean? Can I stand up? Sitting down. When something is custom built and custom made, here, this is what it means. It has been made with a specification to suit a certain type of people. Your business should be custom made. There are some cars that are custom made. Do you know that you cannot, no matter how rich you are, do you know you cannot buy a Rolls Royce? You cannot buy a Rolls Royce. A Rolls Royce chooses its client. So as much as you have, you say, you walk into a Rolls Royce, they will accept your offer to buy, they will run a background check on you. How much do you have? What do you do? Because to maintain a Rolls Royce is not beans. So they need to be sure that you are of a certain cadre of people in the society. When your background checks out, then they call you and make you an offer. Sir, we want to offer you the Rolls Royce Phantom. Because a Rolls Royce Phantom goes for as much as $345,000. How many Americans make that money? That's why you can't just go and buy a Rolls Royce. Your business has its customers. It's called custom built. People who go to buy clothes in the boutique, they are the customers because they are custom built. Why are they custom built? Their lifestyle is custom built for that. Sir, we can buy a shirt here now. Guys, you know how much to buy a shirt now? 3.5. Okay. Go to the store owned by Adekoye's son, Royal Men Apparel. A shirt goes for 35,000. He's not begging you. Because it's for some people who are custom built. Understand that? There are some people that are custom built for what you are having. This suit now, this thing, I saw it from my tailor, 4K. I went to another guy, he said 15. I said, no stress, I'm not custom built for that. Find out those who are custom built for what you custom built for your value. It's not that because they buy from you, are they custom built? Because if they're not custom built, they'll buy once, they won't buy again. Because their finances cannot carry it. Their lifestyle cannot carry it. You have a question?
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, sir. We really enjoyed your session, and we do hope to have you here in DMI again.